So what's the energy with this karmic masculine? I feel like he picked up on the energy that you had for the divine masculine, and because the BM number 2 was able to convince this masculine about divine feminine, the masculine ended up choosing the karmic feminine and going in that direction. In the beginning, something about the karmic's energy trying to be transferred to divine feminine, and then divine feminine's energy being used by the karmic feminine to convince this masculine that the karmic feminine is his divine feminine, and that divine feminine is doing karmic things. And then you also have the karmic crew imitating divine feminine's energy to convince this masculine that divine feminine is really out here doing stuff. So basically, since the divine masculine was out of the way, this karmic masculine thought, 111, that he could convince divine feminine that he was the divine masculine to her, and that everything that divine feminine wanted to do with this divine masculine, because she felt the connection, the true presence of a divine, that by him imitating divine masculine's energy, the karmic masculine could receive whatever it is that divine feminine had planned on giving to this divine masculine. But it was just like, it's just like trying to get a puzzle piece to fit in a piece that's not the space for it. It's not going to work. It just look out of place. It just, something ain't right about it. So the karmic masculine knew that divine feminine knew that what he was doing, so he tried to weaken divine feminine by getting her pregnant with his seed, and then thinking that he can control divine feminine from the inside, get her emotional and all this stuff like that. But like, how are you trying to send confusion to divine feminine to get control over her, but you're actually telling her to her face how you really feel, but your actions are supposed to be that of confusing divine feminine emotionally to stay attached to you. So this karmic masculine knows that divine feminine is talented and has all these things coming, but it's like, with the divine masculine, you were willing and ready and able to work with him and let him become a part of your come up and your process and all that stuff like that. And but you know that this masculine deserved it. He earned it. He worked for it. But this karmic masculine just wants to have, like, it's different. You have this prize or this trophy or this opportunity with divine feminine, but you're mad because she's not allowing you to access that opportunity because you're not her divine masculine. Y'all think because people don't say nothing that they don't know what's going on, but it's just simply not on purpose. But after that person has had enough, they realize the advantage that you took of them. So it's like, divine feminine, air sign, dealing with this karmic masculine. So the whole time y'all been messing with each other, I say like 3, 4, 5 years. He been yelling friends with benefits, or we just friends, this and the third. And every time somebody asks him, like, what are y'all? Are y'all together or what? He, no, that's just my friend. That's just my friend. So where did it change down the line? Because he saw me walk off with another dude, and the dude said that when he confronted him, he was like, yeah, I seen you walk off with my girl. And I was like, I'm not his girl, I'm not his lady. He said, well, that's not what I heard. I wasn't there to defend myself, so I couldn't say whether or not, or whatever. But at the end of the day, when you play with somebody's emotions and you get them to feel like, But then when the person realizes how you've been treating them, that they didn't deserve that it's plenty of times that you've said something and you didn't go through with it. Oh, we gonna go shopping. Let's go here. I'm gonna buy you this for Christmas. I'm gonna do this for your kids for Christmas. Just for you to ask me for some support that you're not returning this. You feel me? So, divine feminine air signs. Dealing with your child's father, like I just explained it. And I'm watching also, and I'm learning from him, 555 on the clock, a change. But, like, you give a summary of your situation, and then you do the reading on it, and then that shows how much you've elevated or how much you've been practicing and learning and using your intuition to let you know what to pick up on, what to leave, what to tell for somebody else and not be selfish. Yeah, because you are a sweetheart, he thought that you would never, because like over the years, they've been observing your behavior and how you react to things when things happen. So it's like people could talk down on you, be a walking doormat, walk in and out your life, and you're still going to remain the same, abundant and receiving blessings, all that stuff like that. Because while they got what they got going on, you focused on what you got going on. And if it's like you allow people to come and go as they want to, because you're not controlling, you don't force people to do things that they don't want to do. If they say they want to leave, okay, bye. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be hurt by it. But if that's your decision, I can't force you to stay or whatever. You feel me? But so he was in his feelings, his emotions. He said some things to you or about you or whatever, and he wants to apologize. But you can't reverse what you did. You can't. And also, another thing is, I heard downloads about a group of people talking about we need to get her pregnant so that she could not know what's going on, this, and the third, blah, blah, blah. But by you doing that, every time you try to do something to stop something from happening, you expose yourself. And then they would try to flip it to make it seem like, oh, divine feminine, you're karmic now, so you don't need to call on God, or you don't need to report to God. You don't need to trust your guardian angels. You don't need to talk to them and ask them for direction. We're your direction now. Basically, come to our team. Switch to our team because you're so powerful and that your powers can do great things, but you don't use them for bad. You use them for good and to help guide people in the right direction. And you don't take advantage of people confirmation. You don't take advantage of people. You want to see everybody doing good. You want to bring everybody out of that bucket and stop them from calling on each other. But it's like you're actually doing it. You're getting this attention from that person. The person that they're with is looking at you like, dang, you're so powerful. And looking at that girl like, why you can't be more like her? Or I wish this, that, and the third. Or the fact that they nigga tried to talk to Divine Feminine and Divine Feminine turned them down because it's like, bro, your ass weird, or you gotta feel like you just feel when something ain't right about somebody, or you could feel like when a connection is not like you for somebody, but it ain't for me. And like I said, just because you're on the same team as somebody does not mean that they're, you feel me, on your team. Like they could just be using you for the manipulation that you have over Divine Feminine to get what they want. And then the karmic females are looking at this masculine like, why are we in the same spot dealing with karma when you're elevating, getting this, that, and the third? So they're trying to stop his progress too. And then they feel like, well, something fishy going on because if she felt like you were in on the situation on or whatever, then but it's about having feelings for somebody. And that's why they're so mad, because they wish that they had that love that divine feminine gives to people. But I could give you that through friendship. It doesn't have to be through relationship. So don't you cannot go back to this karmic masculine, because you have closed that cycle. So now you started to manifest new things. So it's like, I'm gonna say all these things to her so she could feel disrespected, so she won't talk to me, so she feels like she's going on her path without me, and then eventually I'm gonna bait her back in so that I could get new ideas that she's created and manifested and put in the hard work for. And then I'm gonna come in, distract her, take her ideas, and cause her to not want to do it anymore or something like that type stuff. So this whole time and process, when he thought that you was dumb to the fact, the way that he treated you or the level of respect that he had for you, is not going to change just because y'all have kids. He's still going to do the same thing, but he's going to use the child as a distraction. You're going to be sleep deprived. You're going to be emotional. You're going to be this and you're going to be that, to the point where you have to depend on him. Like, you don't know, first day out the hospital, I was outside. Like, I can relax in the hospital and heal in the hospital and all that stuff like that. And then, you feel me, do everything on my own like I've been doing. So